Welcome everyone to another episode here in the Fashion Matrix. This is the podcast where you are going to learn everything about fashion, about style, the science that studies image, and way more than that. This is beyond just fashion. This is about communication, understanding yourself in all different dimensions, and also just to cover different topics that make us grow. And I will be sharing a lot of stories, and guys, that I always be bringing new guests, all to become a better version of ourselves. So on this episode, I wanted to talk about something that is very important, which is attention, right? Attention, my friends. God damn it. Where is your attention going? I mean, you gotta understand this. Whatever you're putting your attention to, or whoever you're putting your attention to, right? You're always putting attention onto something or someone. And whatever that is, it's almost like the universe will bring you more of that. I know it sounds kind of bullshitty, but it is. Just pay attention to it. I mean, I know you have already experienced this before. Like, the moment you start thinking about just pure negative thoughts, in quote unquote, you start feeling like shit. You get all depressed all of a sudden. In quotes, all of a sudden. This is simply because you are paying attention to certain things. So what are you paying attention to? Right? Now, this has to do a little bit with the bullshit of the law of attraction. And why do I say bullshit? I say bullshit because it's just watered down occultism, mysticism, spirituality. It's just to sell, right? It sounds cool. Just like when everyone sells, be yourself. It sounds cool, but everyone knows that doesn't work. It's just pure bullshit. Who the fuck tells you be yourself? You can be the most disgusting piece of shit. You can be a rapist, but just be yourself, right? No, man, that's just wrong. You don't have to be yourself. You have to be the best version of yourself. That's another way of thinking about it, right? So, talking about the attention, wherever attention goes, the energy flows, right? The energy will start getting into it. Like it's almost like the universe starts giving you more of that. And if not the universe, at least your mind, because you are paying attention onto something. And if you're paying attention onto something, a thought will follow it. Whatever you're paying attention to, a thought will follow it, right? And when that thought becomes repetitive, it has no other option but to manifest itself. So then, no wonder why you're saying, "Oh man, I'm not living the life that I want. I feel a little bit shitty. The conditions of my life are not the ones that I want." Okay, if you trace it back, maybe, just maybe, you will understand. I mean, I know that I would understand it, because I have my clients that sometimes they say, "Well, I want to dress better, but I don't have the money, and blah." Okay. Let's figure it out. What are you paying attention to? Normally, on a daily basis, what are you paying attention to? Are you paying attention to, I don't know, to people that don't know anything about fashion? Are you paying attention to the GQ magazines? Are you paying attention to people that look like shit? To give an example, well, if you are, of course, you are never going to want to improve with your fashion. Now let's talk about money in business. You don't have the money that you want in your life, right? You want to have the Lamborghinis, you want to have the mansions, you want to have the lifestyle of a high baller. But if you don't have it right now, I bet you, and I bet everything, all my goddamn reputation, that if we zoom in closer and see what you are paying attention to, we will actually discover why you are not getting the money that you want. It's just what it is. If you're paying attention to people that say that money is evil all the time, you're paying attention to them. And what happens over here, guys, is also this. This is something very fucking exciting. This is very, very mind-blowing. Sometimes you are not even aware of what you are paying attention to. That's what happens, right? You're not even aware that you're paying attention to bullshit. You are not even aware that you're paying attention. Unconsciously, you are paying attention to the naysayers. Unconsciously, you are paying attention to people that say money is the root of all evil. Well, no wonder why the fuck you're not getting more money. If that is what you're paying attention to, remember, a thought and an emotion and a thought will follow that attention, and then it will have no other choice but to manifest itself. Whether you want to say, well, now, I want money, but if you have it deep in your roots that money is evil, you will never have more money. So what are you paying attention to? Now, in today's society, guys, you already know it. It's so fucking sad that what we are paying attention to is pure nonsense, pure bullshit, just to keep us in a zombie mode. I mean, it's true. Just go to your fucking Instagram, go through your Snapchat stories, and you will see a lot of women, especially, just making strange faces, like with their filters, right? Like, Sometimes they don't even have to say anything. They're just showing off their body and making strange faces, and you're like, oh my god, hey guys, good morning everyone. You're like, what the fuck, man? And they get like, I don't know, thousands of views, and then they get shares on that shit. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Then these people that complain about their situations, they complain about it, but then they're paying attention to this bullshit. They just want to be entertained, right? You just want to be entertained. Everyone that tells you to think for yourself, you're like, fuck it, man. Fuck this fashion matrix podcast piece of shit. Like, fuck this, all this nonsense that he's saying. No. So, I'm not saying that something is better or worse. I'm just saying you should be conscious about what you're paying attention to. Because with the moment you become conscious about what you're paying attention to, that's the moment you become absolutely responsible for the conditions of your life. You cannot be complaining about, oh, you don't have what you want, you're not getting what you want, you're not doing what you are passionate about, blah, 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 like you're depressed, you're not feeling well. Well, this is happening because you're paying attention to the wrong things. And I mean, sometimes we don't like what is happening outside. I know that. We don't like what is happening outside. But at least we should be in control of what happens within ourselves. At least within myself, I can feel whatever the fuck I want to feel. I can be whatever the fuck I want to do or become, right? Outside, well, I'm not always in control of the outside. Sometimes bullshit happens, and I'm not gonna be like reactive all the time about the things that happens outside of me. So if at the very least I should be in control of what happens within myself. How? What are you paying attention to? How do you create a feeling? How do you create momentum? How do you create this motivation, inspiration? Well, what the fuck are you paying attention to? You want to feel motivated? Pay attention to people that will motivate you. Simple as that. I know it sounds like stupid, but it's simple as that. You don't want to feel shitty? Don't pay attention to shitty things. You don't want to feel lost? Especially now with ADD, blah, 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 all this new terminology, non-GMO, what the fuck, vegan friendly, pet friendly, motherfucking friendly, no gender friendly, all this bullshit, right? It's ADD, the attention deficit, is just pure bullshit, man. And we know why it's happening. We know the root of it. We know the source. The source is you're not committing yourself. You're not paying attention. You're paying attention to the wrong things. You're paying attention to the people, the women and the guys that are just like, hey, good morning everyone. Hope all is well. Have a wonderful week. Let's keep pushing. It's just bullshit, man. Come on. Come on. You want to you want to be focused in your life? Pay attention to things that make you more focused. Or at least, okay, even if, let's say that for one moment, just for a brief moment, let's say that you want to pay attention to the bullshit because it makes you laugh. That's okay. That's fine with me. I really don't give a fuck. Horacio Casella says, you are damn right. Yeah, gracias. Let's say that you want to be entertained. You just want to have a laugh. You cannot even pay attention to what makes you laugh. That's why we have the stories, the Instagram stories, the Snapchats, they last only like what, 10, 15 seconds? Because we cannot even involve ourselves into one, or commit ourselves into one specific thing. It's like, oh, it's all the time changing and rapid things, and it's just, oh, fast. Oh, come on, man. No, if you want to become a better version of you, if you want to become successful, if you want to be the best version of you, a full-fledged human being, totally evolved, with power, you have to be able to commit to one thing. You have to be able to pay attention and to absolutely involve yourself into whatever action that you're taking. If you are taking a shower, then just worry about taking a proper shower. If you're eating, when's the last time you actually acknowledged the food that you were about to eat? Sometimes you're so, I'm in a hurry all the time because I'm all about business, money. I just ate, okay, let's keep pushing. Wait a sec, man. So, we need to bring more consciousness to what we pay attention to. We need to be aware to where our attention is going. Because whatever you pay attention to, energy will follow, money will follow, reputation will follow, emotions, thoughts. If you pay a lot of attention to one thing, again, like this is meditation 101. If you pay attention to one thought, your body, your emotion, everything that makes you will have no other choice but to manifest it. Give it a try. Give it a try right now. Focus and pay attention to one thing and see what happens within you. I mean, we can even do an example right now. If you pay enough attention and you think very, very deep about that feeling that you have when you cut yourself. Have you ever cut yourself with a piece of paper? Like that sting, like, and it hurts. If you pay enough attention to it, you will start feeling it. Your body will have no other option but to be like, damn, it has to manifest itself. So what are you paying attention to? Well, so with that being said, it's pretty amazing. It's almost like magic, right? That if you pay attention to things that will move you forward, if you pay attention to the things that can benefit you to live a better lifestyle, to be more healthy, to just be a better version of you, wouldn't you want to pay attention to these things? I mean, come on. That's where the whole thing of the law of attraction started getting a little bit trendy. Like, oh, if you attract what you think about, oh, blah, blah, blah. In a way, but it's a little bit deeper than that. So if you pay attention to things that you want to get in your life, well, yes, if you do it with enough intention, enough dedication, total, absolute involvement, everything that makes you will have no other option but to manifest it. How can I make my business products stand out than others in the similar category? Well, first of all, I don't know what your business products are. But if you want to make them stand out, create a way for your customers to get, to get the attention of your customers, right? We're talking about attention. So you want the attention of your customers so that they can see your products. How do you do that? Well, you have to, with words, with flashy colors, with stuff like that, I don't know how to sell them. Say to them, clickbaits, I think that's the name of it. You have to think about how can I get the attention of my audience? What do they need? What do they want? What type of audience do I have? Once you understand that your audience is older generations, like people from 60 to 70 years old, you will understand that there are certain things that they are more attracted to. So with that, you will want their attention. You will want to lead their attention. Okay, listen to this. Now look at that. Now look at this part. Now look at that. So the moment, whoever has the attention of the audience or whatever, they hold the power. Attention, whether it's good attention, negative attention, I don't care, man. But if you have attention, you know what you're doing. You can do a lot of things. Negative things, positive things, I don't give a fuck. This is not about morals, because this is society's bullshit. They push their own agendas onto you, trying to tell you what's good, what's bad. You know what, man? What's good to you might be bad for me. And what's bad for me might be good for you, might be beneficial for you. I don't know. I don't even know you, right? It's different. So don't let these stupid societies to try to push things onto you. So think about the attention. If you pace them, your customers, and you tell them exactly, this is the first thing that you need to pay attention to, boop, and then this is the next thing that you need to pay attention to, boop, and then this, and then that. And if you involve all the four senses, that's when it sticks. Because you're not only doing it in one way. Let's say that you want to become a brand, right? You're branding yourself. That's why you have to use all platforms, podcast, live streams, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and in person, the phone, whatever, because you are attacking all sources, all different. You're stimulating your audience in many different ways, because that gets attention. You are pacing them like, okay, pay attention to this, now pay attention to that, and that's some powerful shit. That's for damn sure. But I mean, we have to bring awareness to what we pay attention to. And it's sad, you know, the purpose of this episode is just to let you know that it's very sad to see how little do we pay attention to what we pay attention to. I know it sounds like a riddle. We don't pay attention to what we pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? You are unaware of the things that you're paying attention to. With social media, with podcasts, with YouTube videos, with, you know, if somebody tells you, well, this is what you need to be paying attention to, you should read this book, and you follow like a little sheep, no, this is not, I mean, you're not aware of it. I mean, your attention is yours alone. It's like a power. It's like imagine like you have a laser beam. That's your attention, right? And it penetrates everything. It's like a laser beam that is coming right in the middle of your forehead. Well, this is your power. This is your personal power. You should not be letting others to manipulate this laser beam that you're sending out. Oh no, actually, now point it this way. No, now point it that way. No. Give me a second. This is my attention is my attention, and I'm going to pay attention to whatever the fuck I want to pay attention to. The moment you become conscious, then you don't give a fuck about what you're paying attention to. Now you can be honest about it and say, you know what, man, I just want to have some fun. I really don't give a fuck about these type of things. I really don't give a fuck about fashion. I just want to be entertained, and I'm conscious about it. Whoa, that's way better than the majority, because average people, they don't even know, and they're getting manipulated. We are being programmed by the big shots, by the big companies. This is so true. If you don't believe me, just look at the advertising companies. I know it because I've worked with them. I've worked with very high companies, you know, and I know how much they manipulate us. I've worked with politicians as well, and I know that they want your attention because they know what that means. It's power. Attention equals power. So you have to be careful with that. Super, extra careful. This is your power. Don't let them strip it away from you. Don't let them take it away from you. I don't know if I said that correctly or not. Regardless. Let's say what else I want to talk about. I know that sounds a little bit redundant, but I mean, shit, I have to reprogram you guys. We have to reprogram ourselves. We have to take control over our own goddamn minds. Repetition, my friends. So yeah, don't be like these guys, just paying it, like opening up your Insta stories and seeing the bullshit. And again, anyone can say whatever the fuck they want to say, right? Anyone can write whatever the fuck they want to write about themselves. Anyone can just pretend to be something that they're not. Any schmuck can start their own podcast and start saying and manipulating the way their perception, and manipulating how you perceive them, and start saying, well, I'm the best, I'm a field producer, and I work with several clients that are top of the top. Motherfucker, you don't work shit. Because I know someone that says that he is a fucking, I know it. This is an actual thing. The motherfucker owes me $60. It's not a lot of money, right? It's just pure fucking $60. Anybody can make $60. I mean, shit. But the guy's, if you go into his website and you talk to him, and he's always saying, well, I'm a film producer, I'm this, I'm that, and I'm working with several people, and I'm like, what? You're not doing shit. Now imagine how many of other people are doing the same thing, especially with social media. They are just showing the good side. Of course! They just want to show what they want to show, right? Oh, just look at me, I'm so beautiful. But they don't show the real side of them. This is some real raw shit. That's why I cuss a lot. That's why I don't give a fuck if somebody likes it or not. Because this is how we need to be. We need to be free enough to say what we want to say, and to choose how we want to live our lives. What are we going to pay attention to? Because that's the first step. If you want to take control over your life, pay attention to the things that you want to pay attention to. These people, they are lying to us, straight up. They're just showing pure bullshit, and if you pay attention to that, you will fall into that category of the bullshit of average people, right? You will fall into that category. So it's pure bullshit, my friends. Don't pay attention to that. Let's see if I have another question. No, I don't. So it's pure bullshit. It's pure nonsense. Don't pay attention to that. I know, I'm sounding too redundant. I'm saying attention a lot of times. But just so you guys know, in order for your brain to actually absorb a piece of information, at least you should repeat it 3 times. At least. And if you add an anchor to that, what do I mean by anchor? A sound that makes it more memorable. Like, let's say every time I say attention, I do this. I snap my fingers. Attention, and I change my pace. I change my tonality, and I change the rhythm of my voice. So every time I'm gonna say attention, and I make this sound. I'm hypnotizing you motherfuckers. So it has to, in order for your computer, your brain to understand it, at least you should repeat it 3 times. So attention, attention, attention. So you have to be aware of what enters to your mind. You have to protect your mind, literally. You have to defend your mind all the time. The moment you wake up, you think you're being free enough to say and think what you want to think. No. Every single moment, someone, some brand, some entrepreneur, some film producer, some realtor, some image consultant, someone or something or a product or someone is trying to get at you. Someone is trying to persuade you, to influence you, and it's okay as long as you are aware of it and you give the permission. You know what, you're trying to influence me? Okay, that's cool. Let's do it. But if it happens unconsciously, that's where the problem is. Because then you are living a life that is not yours. You're not living life under your own goddamn terms. And no wonder why you start complaining. Oh man, life is hard. Oh, I can't pay $60. Oh man, I feel so depressed. Oh, another Monday. Oh my God, fuck this shit. No, fuck that. You see, if I pay attention to the average, my life would not be as it is right now. I would be miserable because I was surrounded by an average, and we are surrounded by average. So you gotta protect yourself. Okay, guys? Straight up. So I will wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. I'm drinking my water, by the way. Sparkling water. Shout out to Arrowhead Sparkling Mountain Spring Water with a splash of lemon. I'm gonna get some sponsors, you know what I'm saying? So let's wrap it up. In this episode we discussed attention and taking control over your mind. This is how you start controlling your mind. This is how you start controlling your reality, because whatever, like I said, if you do it with enough intention, your mind, your emotions, your thoughts, everything that makes you will have no other option but to manifest it. So be careful. It's a very strong responsibility, a very strong power, and with a lot of power comes a lot of responsibility. Okay guys, so I will see you, or I don't know if I will see you, shit. You will hear me on the next one. This is the Fashion Matrix. This is beyond fashion. This is about becoming the best version of yourself, and we'll be talking on the next one. See you all.